in our society, there's an explosion of various different kinds of health problems in the last 50 years or so. Obesity and type 2 diabetes and so forth. And if you really look at health and really get down to the nitty-gritty, 95% of all the health problems that people commonly suffer are due to lifestyle. Right? And we talked about that just a few moments ago in the treating symptoms versus the root cause. And if a patient really wants to change their health for the better, they have to make a commitment to changing their lifestyle. Now, these don't have to be huge, uncomfortable, inconvenient changes to your lifestyle, but they do need to be significant, and they need to be for life. That's the problem. This is not like going on a diet, where you're going to be on a diet for 10 weeks or whatever, and then the diet's going to be over, and then you can just go back to your old way of behaving. That's not going to last very long. And it's unfortunate, but most people, they would rather take a pill and cover up their symptoms. But the problem is you take the pill and cover up your symptoms, but the disease goes merrily on. Right? You might not feel it or notice it because you're covering up the symptoms with a pill, but that disease is going through its natural progression, and even though you don't really notice it from day to day, over the long haul, it's going to get worse and worse. In most cases, it's progressive. The only way to stop that is to make some lifestyle changes. And even though, they can be a little bit difficult, and they can be a little bit uncomfortable, once you've been doing them for 30 days or 60 days, they can form into new habits. And if you make some healthier habits, like, hey, I'm going to set myself a bedtime. Right? I'm going to get in bed by 11 o'clock every night. If you exercise just a little bit of exercise. That doesn't mean going to the gym and sitting on a treadmill for an hour, right? Just a little bit of exercise. I mean, get out and take a walk, or, get on the treadmill for 10 or 15 minutes to start with. Or, just these, you can start out by making really small changes. And if you make those little small changes, and do them consistently, promise yourself you're going to do these little small changes just really incrementally, and make these little small changes step by step, you'll find that you'll be building new habits, and it'll grow into something that will really have a positive effect on your health for the long haul. Don't go in and try to make radical changes overnight. This is what most people do. They say, it's a New Year's resolution, I'm going to go to the gym every day, yada, yada, yada. They go in there and they go hell for leather for a week, and then they're so sore they can't move, and then they quit and never go back. And that is setting yourself up for failure. And the thing is, don't do that. Set yourself up for success. Promise yourself little small things that you can do. And if you do those consistently, you'll find that your ability to fulfill these challenges and do a more healthy lifestyle will grow. You just got to start feeding it little successes instead of big failures after big failures.